Wanted to make one more video as a follow-up to my run today, and it really is on the mental aspect of what I'm doing. I mean, a big part of what I'm doing outside of, I think everyone just swears I do this because I want to lose weight. That's part of what I want to do it for, but honestly, I just miss competing. I miss, when I was a kid, having basketball games, getting trophies. It's something I say to myself, being in between the lines. I loved being on the basketball court, playing in front of crowds. I loved being the one that people were watching. I loved being the one that, it felt like my NBA when I was a kid playing in these tournaments, and I get the same feeling now. I love being the one that people are watching, running by and cheering for. There's just something about that I find appealing and gratifying. So, there's that aspect, and it just gives me something new to do. I just really enjoy competing in a physical aspect, even beyond just the the kind of adulation part where people are cheering me on. But something a famous bodybuilder Kai Green said is, people see him on stage when he's winning a show and they point and say, I want to be that guy. And he said what people don't understand is they see a matter of seconds, or at most a matter of hours, and they really don't see the thousands and thousands of hours of preparation that really have no place on a highlight reel. I'm documenting my own stuff, and I'm enjoying watching myself, and it's giving me motivation, and it's nice to hear a handful of people are enjoying it as well. But I watch all of my videos at least 5-10 times because I'm just enjoying the process. Maybe it'll get old. I've only been doing this for about a month now, who knows, but as of now, I really enjoy making these videos, and I really enjoy watching them later. The messages really sink in when I hear it a few times. But really what I wanted to touch on, something that a famous YouTube fitness personality, CT Fletcher, says. It's an acronym, IISMF. It's still your motherfucking stet. And I think that really came into play today because not only was I tired, so I felt fine at first, but I really gassed out early. Unlike last week where I felt great through the entire run, about 3-4 miles in, I really felt tired today, and I really just didn't feel like running at that point. But I said I was going out for 11, and I was not going to quit. And I got lost today, running on a new trail, and what I didn't know is the trail is under construction. There are parts that are just flat out not done and missing. I ran across a bridge today, which was very narrow, and I'm deathly afraid of heights, and the railing on this bridge was like up to my waist. So I always have this fear that some strong gust of wind is gonna blow me over one of these things, and I still ran across it, and even at the end of the bridge, there was no trail, and I still had 2 miles to go when I was there to get to my 5.5 halfway point. And if you saw the video that I posted earlier, I just ended up in some industrial park. And I guess what I really wanted to make this video to focus on is just having that determination. That's also part of why I run, because I feel like I'm teaching myself a mental discipline. I'm teaching myself to deal with adversity. I'm really teaching myself a mental strength that I feel like I didn't have before. At least in terms of the physical discipline. I do feel like I've had this in terms of my career, but I think just in terms of my fitness, this is really new for me. Like, I just was not going to leave, and as tired as I was, it would have been so easy to turn around and say, well, there was no more trail, there was no place else to run. And I thought about that, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go home, and I could tell everyone all I want that, oh, I just didn't have a place to run. I know I said I was going out for 11, and so that's what I'm gonna do. And I just started running in the street. Found another trail along a river, but there were a bunch of apartment communities right across the street from Nationals Park. So found a trail there. And then when that ended, I still needed to go another mile. So I just started running in this industrial area and ended up someplace. I have no idea where the hell I was. But just really appreciate the fact that I didn't quit. As tired as I was lost. I had every excuse and I didn't use it. And I think it's important to make sure that I recognize that, today was very difficult. And I mean, this isn't a day I'm going to remember 30 years from now. But I mean, I got better today. I got tougher today mentally. And, I really appreciate that. And I think that's one of the things that I'm getting from this process, just that mental toughness, that mental discipline to set a goal and deal with adversity. I looked at the video from when I crossed the finish line at the Baltimore Marathon. I mean, I ran 26.2 miles, but I hurt my knee pretty badly at mile 8, and I literally shuffled my feet for 18 miles. And I mean, I signed up for it a year in advance, and I just basically had the mentality, I'm not gonna quit. I've been training for this thing for damn near a year, and I mean, if they gotta cut my leg off and I gotta crawl across on one leg, then that's what I'm gonna do. And I think just developing that mental toughness is something I'm really valuing, is something I'm really enjoying from this process. And I just really wanted to make sure I took a video to basically acknowledge that part.